Hey everyone, today I want to show you how I clean my brushes every week. Yes, I clean them once every week to make sure there's no bacteria buildup. This way I'm not transferring it back into any products or onto my face. Let's talk about tools first. I like to use this silicone brush cleaner. The brand is called Brush Egg, though you don't need this particular one. There are a lot of similar ones out there with different patterns too. I got this one for free as it came with a set of brushes my husband bought for me last Christmas. This one has linear ridges running down most of it where you can swipe through the bristles. And up top there's a denser area for cleaning smaller eye or detail brushes. We keep this refillable bottle of hand soap right on our bathroom sink. This bottle is a foaming soap dispenser specifically for Castile liquid soaps. I bought it off Amazon. We use Dr. Bronner's tea tree version for hands, body, and as an all-purpose cleaner. Since it's concentrated, we dilute it, keeping it at a 50-50 ratio of soap and water. Next, I have a bottle of Isopropyl Alcohol, also known as rubbing alcohol, on the side. You'll see me use this towards the end. Finally, I have a paper towel. We buy the rolls that come in half sheets, so I take one and fold it in half first for drying the brushes. On the side here, I have all the brushes I've used throughout the week. I also have a small powder puff that I'd like to clean. First things first, remove rings. I like to wash my brushes with warm water. I have a mix of natural and synthetic brushes, so I find warm water is a nice medium. I turn on just a trickle and I wet the brush first. Depending on the brush size, I'll use a smaller or larger amount of soap. Then I swirl my brush in the soap, working it into the brush cleaner. I like to go on either side of the brush too and kind of wiggle it against the ridges so it really gets into the bristles. And that helps to deep clean it. I'll rinse off some of the soap. And I try always to aim my brush downwards so no water gets into the ferrule here, since that's where the glue holds the bristles together. Then I'll rinse both off and go in for a second round. Usually with any brush used with foundation or creams, I like to go in with the second cleanse, just because those are mostly oil-based and I want to make sure I'm cleaning any excess off the brush. I'll rinse off the brush egg again and rinse the brush under the water against the ridges to get out any remaining soap. For the last bit, I like to clean it with my fingers since I can feel whether or not there's any residue left. Once it's clean, I'll squeeze out any excess water by placing the brush between my thumb and forefinger. I dry it off further with the paper towel by giving it a few squeezes to soak up any remaining water. Then I set it aside and move on to the next brush. Some of my eyeshadow brushes are natural hairs, and I find that I don't need to double cleanse them because I usually use them with powder anyway, and so there isn't as much buildup on these brushes. Plus, when I'm using them during the week, after every time I use them, I do wipe them off on a clean towel, so they're never as dirty as any of my other face or cream brushes. I also use a spatula to take out small amounts of cream products throughout the week. I wash it with just my hands. With the powder puff, I want to make sure to dampen it first, then really work the soap in with my hands. This one came with the RMS Unpowder. Once everything is clean, I'll wash the brush egg with the same soap inside and out. Then I set it to the side to dry. Here you can see where I've been stashing everything. My rings are here, and this was the spatula I cleaned earlier. For now, I'll just put the powder puff here to dry. Now let me introduce you to brush guards. There are these little cross-hatched tubes of polyester that help protect your brush as they dry. This way you can stand the brushes to dry upside down while still holding the shape of your brush head. I got a pack of various sizes to use with my brushes. With the paper towel from earlier, I'll fold it in half again, keeping the drier portion that I didn't use on top. Then I'll pour a bit of the alcohol onto it and I'll do one last disinfect. I'll take a brush, wrap the portion with the alcohol around it, and pull downwards to wipe it. Remember to go down in the direction of the brush hairs and not upwards against them. With these metallic handle brushes, you can see more of the fingerprints that I didn't wash off in the sink. This is mainly to keep any excess water away from the brush for longevity reasons. Some brush handles are made of wood and can slowly chip and crack if rinsed underwater, but by just giving them a wipe down with the alcohol, it removes all fingerprints and disinfects it. Sometimes I also put two smaller brushes side by side and use a larger brush guard over them. Then I place them back into the tray, brush side down. This way it draws the water downwards as it dries, rather than back up into the ferrule, where it could dislodge any glue holding the bristles together. And now the brushes are all clean. I'll just put these back into my bathroom shelf for them to dry. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already. See you next time.